I don't know if you, because you were talking about with me earlier about how Harlan's Media got started. Would you like to hear its origin?
Um, not really. I got toys,
Oh,
kid. I got toys. Wait a minute.
uh,
Because you're from Chicago, before you tell me your tale, you get some Florida Evans.
Damn, damn, damn!
Keeping your head above water, making a way when you can. It's a temporarily. All right, I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
all right, there you go.
Did you ever
Yeah,
watch Good
so
Times? Do you know
Harlan's
Good Times?
Media, we started in a bar, actually of all places.
Really?
Well, actually, here's the thing. First, okay, so when Daniel and I were starting, getting involved in YouTube, we had no idea what we were doing. So let me rewind back a little bit further. 2016. So myself and a few other people, Daniel included, we did a road trip to Philadelphia. And on this road trip, we actually got inside the DNC convention. We had no press passes, so basically we snuck inside. And Daniel and I were the ones to do that. And when we were covering it, we realized, like, hey, wait a minute. This is something that needs to be covered because we were seeing how Clinton supporters were attacking Green Party people, Bernie Sanders supporters. And you could barely tell the difference between a Clinton supporter and a Trump supporter because the way they were constantly berating and yelling at Green Party people and Bernie Sanders supporters, I was just thinking, oh my God, in the aftermath of this convention, good luck, Democrats, in convincing progressives and independents to vote for your gal Hillary because you're treating them like shit. You're walking all over them, and you're thinking like you got this in the bag. You dumb fucks! This is gonna blow up in your face. And we saw the violence from a lot of Clinton people. A lot of Clinton supporters. All this whole idea of, oh, there was peace and love in the DNC convention center. Fuck you! At the Wells Fargo Center, it was a goddamn war zone. And the people who were instigating the conflict and the violence and pushing and bullying people were the Clinton supporters. They were going after Bernie Sanders supporters. They were going after Green Party people. They kept on saying, "Oh, you're worse than Trump. You're going to help Hitler get into power again." I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this shit works. And so when we left Philly, Daniel and I were talking like, all right, if we're really going to be serious, let's talk about trying to set up our own independent media network. And so we tried for a little bit, and then we kind of like took a break from it. And in 2017, I get a call from Daniel again. He says, "Hey, I got this idea. Meet me at this bar. I'm going to bring a whole bunch of other people with us, and let's see if we can actually get this thing started." And Hardlands Media, and of course, the crew has changed. The original crew right now that's been around is just myself and Daniel because we were there from the beginning. So we decided to create Hardlands Media, create this awesome platform. Started in a bar, started in the city of Chicago, and we were mostly doing a lot of our reporting and news coverage by using a Galaxy S7 cell phone in the streets of Chicago. So we didn't have any of our professional stuff. We didn't have any editors. We didn't have none of this. It was just two guys just trying to work their asses off. And finally, then we run into Lainey Peterson, who gave us a lot of advice, especially introducing us to radio. And then that's how we got onto our first radio station, and then onto our second radio station, then eventually onto public access television, CAN TV. And we learned everything as we were going along. So how to run a radio show, how to run two radio shows on two different stations, and then how to run a TV series. We had 3 seasons on CAN TV.
Nice.
3 seasons. 3 fucking seasons. So it was mostly me interviewing activists, organizers, politicians. I think the probably most notable person I interviewed was Jimmy Dore on that TV series that I had, and then of course I interviewed all the Democratic governors who were running in 2018, all the Democratic candidates, save for Chris Kennedy and J.B. Pritzker. God, man, fucking assholes not responding back to my phone calls. And then, because then we're starting to get to the point of, okay, well, how long do we stay on radio? How long do we stay on TV for? Because one of the radio stations we never got our analytics. We never got numbers of how many people were listening to us. So eventually we left, and then the other radio station we were working at, it was just too expensive for us to really be, renting out their equipment or their studio. And it was Can TV, it's public access television. So we decided in early 2018 to get onto YouTube, and we made that full transition. And by late 2018, early 2019, we actually were in Daniel's old apartment doing the show. And then we were able to save up enough money so that we can get to our older station. We were at 2019, 2020, the one that was way up on the north side, where we had the infamous brick wall. And, well, now it's gone. But that place was awesome back in the day.
That's a nice looking studio. I enjoy. I mean, I like what you got now. The one you had before was pretty cool. You mentioned radio, and I'm an old radio guy myself from way back from the 90s, and I remember news guys that I actually transitioned to the local TV station there. Was doing like TV production, and then I ended up being like a producer, and I missed that, and
radio is fun. Oh my God. Is it, I mean, it's serious. I mean, first you got to make sure you have a team that's knowing what they're doing, because on both I didn't mean to cut you off, but on both radio shows they were doing, it was like do it yourself. Mm-hmm. And thankfully we had a team of people that knew how to run the board. But when you got a good team that knows what they're doing with the board, because we were the most, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be a little arrogant here. It's going to be but it's rightfully so. This is the kind of one of the things where it's like, yeah, no shit, we were the most professional people at those radio stations, especially the first one we were at. We always cleaned up after ourselves. We always took care of everything. We always made sure everything was how it was when we found it. We were the ones that really had that place on lockdown. And I just got to say, it was fun being on radio. But the one thing that's annoying is dealing with managers or people trying to edit their opinions. And that's why we're building our own radio station now at the new studio.
Oh, really?
Which is, again, I mean, because now looking back at it, we started off on the streets of Chicago, and now we have a nice, bigger studio spot, 5th floor view of the city, and it's just it's so humbling, and I just love everything that we do.
I like the train
that we do there.
I like that train stop in the background too. That's pretty nice. It's
wait, like what train stop?
On your new on the new place that you can't really see it now because of the short days. The studio you got now.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Well, see, because here's the thing. There's actually, because it's funny, at the older at the studio that you're familiar with, when we had the fake brick wall, we had the camera focused on the Brown Line station, the Kimball Brown Line station. But at our new spot, we got one train track going where the metro trains are at, like the Amtrak and metro trains, and then of course we have the train stop behind us. That's the pink and green line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just like the fact that
so we're still surrounded by trains. We got some great views. So there we go. We got some awesome views. And then of course we had the whole city skyline behind us. And then in the summer we got that rooftop patio view, which is breathtaking. I mean, I really sorry. Yeah, I mean it's just so we got a breathtaking view of the city. It's really great. I can't wait for the spring and summer to come along again. That's gonna be awesome.